So hello, I'm Cherie Valentine, and I am here with you for another tappy break. Tapping is an energy technique that you can do yourself and that I will guide you with in these weekly videos. If you're new to tapping, please go to CherieValentine.com and you can see that there's a free tapping guide for you that will tell you all about it. Or you can just join me here every week and blab and do it with me. And if you want to really get full on with your tapping experiences, you can go to my YouTube station. There is a tappy break playlist that has at least 40 videos or more, all 20 minutes or less for tapping. Different topics, different subjects. There's also lots of other videos that tell you even more about tapping and what it is and why you'd want to do it. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time right now talking about it because tapping is really more fantastic when you actually do it than when you talk about it. And then after you have the experience, we can have a more engaging conversation. So today, what I want to focus on is the judgments that we have. Because when we have judgments against other people, we can feel pretty contracted and really negative, really heavy, and it can actually keep us stuck. And being stuck is not a place that we want to be. But I have found that when I have judgments against other people, that there's actually some freedom in that, and it can really serve you if you know what to do with them. So I did a Periscope just a little while ago that you can go check out, where I talk about one aspect of using it to look in the mirror and see what you can learn from that. But what we're going to do with tapping is literally tap on those judgments. And the reason for that is that when we are able to voice what we're feeling while we're tapping, you're able to literally let go of any energy that could be stuck in your body, that any stress that you're holding on to around those judgments. And I want you to have that experience of, one, feeling that stress relief, two, having the opportunity to, in a really safe place, really voice what you're really thinking about and feeling toward that person, so that then you can maybe see what's actually triggering that, what's underneath that. Is there something fueling that? And again, what can we gain from that and learn from that? What can you release and let go of? And what can you embrace for a more freeing and powerful experience in your life? So to begin, I want each and every one of you to please focus in on, for yourself, think about a person, think about somebody that you just, I don't know, you think that they're a jerk, you think that they are self-serving, maybe you think they don't know what the heck they're doing, maybe you don't like the way they do it. You know, the wonderful thing about this forum for tapping is that you get whatever you need and focus on what's true for you, because that's when you're going to get the most experience from tapping. And I know that no matter how positive or spiritual or loving we choose to be, we're always going to have judgments toward other people. It's just inevitable. They're there. So you could ignore them. You could tell yourself, I shouldn't feel this way, and just try to be more positive. And that's always really helpful. Or you can have them and say them and let that affect you in the way that maybe they'll affect you. Or you can tap on them. And for me, I find that tapping is far preferable than any of the other alternatives. Okay. So I want you to please think about something that you want to focus your tapping on today around judgments. And hi, JC Carol, and hi, Holistic Insights. Would either one of you want to jump in to the open seat and to do this tapping with me? Or anyone else that's in the room, you're more than welcome to. If you want to just let me know, please just jump in and join. I'll be happy to accept you. But once I start tapping, I won't be able to do that until we're done tapping. And maybe you'll be a little bit more brave to come in after the tapping and talk to me than tapping in front of everyone. So I totally get, if you don't want to look like the monkey I'm going to look like on screen. So that's cool. But let's get started on your tapping. So where do you hold those judgments? Who just I find that to get the most benefits, the more specific it can be, the more targeted you can be, the more relief you'll find. So if you can't think of one person that you have judgments against, it might be somebody you're really angry with. It could be in a relationship. It could be, a personal experience. It could be more in a business setting. It can be with a teacher of one of your student kids' teachers. It doesn't matter, but I want you to really tune in and find that experience for yourself where you have those judgments. Okay. So once you have that, the person, take a deep breath and just let it go. If you can put your feet on the floor and just feel the floor beneath you, and just for a minute, just get really grounded and centered in the space. This is actually a real benefit for you. This is a real experience that you can have. So the more you show up and be present with this, the more that you'll receive from it. So if you can, I know it's really hard on Blab to get rid of all the distractions, but if you can, just for the next 15 minutes or so, maybe if you could just get here, just be present and give yourself this space, give yourself this time, and focus in on your intention that you're going to find a space of inner peace around this person and the judgments you have toward them. Okay? So just follow me. And when we tap, that's the easiest thing to do. Once you know the points, you can tap on your own and go at your own speed. But if you're new to tapping, just follow along with me. We start on the karate chop point. We take the fingertips of one hand and we tap on the outside of your other hand where the baby finger is. And that's where we'll start. And we'll have a repetitive set of statements that we'll say. And then once we're done with this, we'll move to the actual points, the top of the head, inside the eye, outside the eye, underneath the eye, under the nose, the chin, between the chin and the lip, okay? So it's like right there. And then your collarbone, but not the bone, a little bit underneath. You tap there. And then underneath your arm. And then you just rotate through the point. So that's what we'll be doing. So we'll go ahead and start. And think of that person. Think of your judgments. And at any time, if I'm saying something that doesn't resonate with you and you want to replace it with your own word, please do. Again, this is your time. This is your break. So make it work for you. Also, take responsibility for yourself, okay? Thank you. So even though I have these judgments against, and I'm leaving a space for you to say the person's name if you so choose to do that, okay? So even though I have these judgments against, I choose to accept myself anyway. So even though I have these judgments, these really negative thoughts about this person, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. So even though I have these negative statements, I choose to honor how I feel about this and give myself permission to let it be okay. Top of the head. I have these judgments. I think you're a fool. I don't like the way you do things. I don't like the way you make me feel. It really upsets me. I think you're horrible. You're so stupid. And I just don't like the way this person is. You could do that so much better. You could do things so differently. I don't like the way you do that. I don't like the way you speak. I don't like the way you make other people feel. It really upsets me. It upsets me the way you are. I'm being really general right now in the words I'm saying. But now I want to get specific. So I'm taking a break. I'm going to tap. But while I tap on these points, I'm going to be quiet. And I want you to use your own languaging. What are the specific judgments that you have? Go ahead and say them. Use your words. Be honest with how you feel and say those words. Express your judgments. Get them out. Okay. But even though I feel this way, I choose to be okay with that. I wonder if there's some truth in what I'm saying inside of me. Maybe I can see that in you, but I can't see it inside myself. But I'm seeing through my own filter. So if I have this judgment, then perhaps I might be able to see it in myself. And you're just the mirror to help me see it. I wonder where this could be true for me. It's not true for me. That's ridiculous. I'm judging that person. I'm judging you. I would never do something like that. I would never be like that. That's why I think that you are such a jerk. That's why I don't like what you're doing. And I don't like what you're saying. Because I would never do that. And I understand that you're different than me. And I choose to maybe feel more peaceful about this. Maybe it's true that I have that judgment about myself and I just don't realize it. And maybe not. But I just want to let this go. I choose to feel more peaceful. I choose to be at ease. And maybe I can learn something from these judgments. Maybe I can learn something about myself that will help me feel more peaceful, or will help me grow, or help me do something differently, help me be better. And if not, that's okay too. And I choose to let you be you and let me be me. Why do I even care? Why do I even judge you? Why is that important for me to judge you? Maybe I don't need to judge you at all. Maybe I can just let it go and just let you be who you are. But what you're doing is affecting me. So how can I let that go? How can I release this and let that go when what you're doing is affecting me? And that's where some choice can come in. Again, that's where maybe I can learn. Why is it affecting me? What's being triggered in me? Why do I care so much? Maybe I can stop feeling so connected to this and choose to find some sense of peace and let myself be free from all these judgments towards you and let you just make your choices and give myself permission to make mine and feel more peace about this. I choose to feel more peaceful. And if I do have judgments, I choose to let those judgments serve me for my highest good. Take a breath and release it. And Robert, who just joined, that was just the end of a tapping session. So I would love to hear some feedback from anybody that is actually there and that did some tapping with me. To be honest with you, I'm not sure how this works because I see all these things on the side that say people join, but I don't see any pictures up top. So I'm thinking that no one's really here. So if someone's actually there, could you please just type me a message? I'm going to try to hang in for a few more minutes just to see if anyone does come in, want to offer me feedback, wants to talk about what we just did, ask me any questions at all about it. I'm happy to be here and have a conversation with you. This is something that I'm really passionate about sharing because it is so powerful and freeing, and it is something that you can do on your own, which is phenomenal, but it's also something that you can get really great benefits when you work with somebody and you have a really specific guidance tapping specifically for you. We've used this for many, many reasons. If you feel blocked in any way, if you have goals that you've set and you're not achieving them, chances are you could have a limiting belief that that's keeping you from what you're trying to achieve in your life or in your business. And oftentimes we're not aware of them. So tapping works because we can start tapping on the things you are aware of, like the judgments you have or any anger you feel or emotions that are obvious. But what's wonderful is it can take you to a place where there's really gems of inner wisdom locked away that you're not aware of that can actually give you more information, help you make connections, and help you release and move forward in a much more positive and loving way that serves you. So that's Tappy Break for today. I'll be here every week at 3:00 p.m. for the rest of October, and I think the time will change after that. My intention is that we will have people coming in and joining, and it can be a much more interactive experience for the tapping. So I'm hoping that you will share this, maybe go watch some of my other tapping videos to get a better sense of what we're doing and have a little bit more courage to come in here and join me in the future. If not, that's okay too. It's a wonderful opportunity still for me to create these tapping videos for your use, for you to have available and watch at your convenience. And if you want to send me an email, direct message me. You can find me on Twitter and here on Blab, obviously, at Cherie Valentine. I'd love to just get your feedback on what you think about the tapping, how it's helping you. What topics would you like me to present to you? I'm going to be here every week, and I come up with a topic every week that I like to stick to, but I'm very open to having you join me and be in the room with me and have more of an interactive experience. So just let me know. And I look forward to seeing you soon.